Hi, I'm Mark Blanco, and I'm going to teach you to play Coloretto.
Go ahead and take the cards out of the box. Once you do this, go through the cards and set aside the following cards. First, the 5 brown row cards. If your edition has 3 green row cards, you can put those back into the box. Put these 5 brown score summary cards to the side as well. Your edition might have double-sided score summary cards. For this game, we'll be using the brown side. This is the last round card. Go ahead and put that to the side. Remove one of each color chameleon card. There are 7 solid colors. Give 1 solid color chameleon card to each player. It can be randomly assigned, or players can choose. Each player must have a different color, and no player should have a rainbow chameleon card. Put any unclaimed chameleon cards back into the deck. Players can put their chameleon card in front of them for all the other players to see. Some editions of the game have extra cards like this. If so, go ahead and put these back in the box. They're not used in this game. The deck now should consist only of solid chameleon cards, rainbow chameleon cards, which are the wild cards, and these +2 bonus cards. Give each player a score summary card and a row card. Put any unused score and row cards back into the box, and they won't be used during this game. There's a special setup rule for 3 players. If you're going to play with 3 players, choose a chameleon color that was not chosen by any player for their initial card. Go ahead and remove all the cards of that color from the deck. Put them back into the box, and they won't be used for this 3-player game. Now give the deck a good shuffle. And go ahead and deal 15 cards face down into a pile. Go ahead and take the last round card and place it face down on top of the stack. Finally, put the rest of the deck on top. Now, each player should place their row card into a column in the center of the table. The setup is now complete. The goal of Coloretto is to score the most points. Points are awarded for having sets of light-colored cards. The more cards you have in a set, the more the set is worth. You are allowed to have as many different sets as you want. However, only 3 of your sets count as positive points. All of your other sets will count as negative points. The good news is that you get to pick which are positive and which are negative, and you don't have to commit to which are which until the final scoring at the end of the game. The sets are scored as follows. A 1-card set is worth 1 point. A 2-card set is worth 3 points. All the way up to sets with 6 or more cards, and those are worth 21 points. It's worth noting that it's always better to have more cards in a set. For example, 1 set of 4 cards is worth more than 2 sets of 2 cards. You have 2 options on your turn. The first option is drawing and placing a card. It's as simple as drawing a card from the deck and then placing it in any row on the table that has less than 3 cards in it, not including the row card. Cards should be placed so that all cards in a row are easily visible. Once you draw and place a card, your turn is over. At any time during the game, when your turn starts, you may choose to take the second option, which is claiming all the cards in a row. If you choose this option, choose a row and take all the cards in that row, including the row card. Sort your claimed cards by color in front of you and make them visible to all players. Put your rainbow cards and your bonus +2 cards in their own sets as well. Once you take a row, your turn is over, and you will not take any more turns this round. The row card in front of you lets other players know that your participation is done for the round. When a player claims the last row of cards, the round is over. Each player returns their row card to the table, making a vertical column of row cards. Players keep their claimed cards in front of them. The next round begins with the player who claimed the last row. When a player draws the last round card on their turn, they set the card to the side and the same player draws another card and continues their turn as normal. The round will continue as normal, but the game will end when the current round is over. Players should now assign their rainbow cards to any sets they wish. More than one rainbow card can be assigned to a set. Using the scorecard, each player determines how many points each of their sets is worth. Each player then chooses which 3 of their sets are positive points. All of their remaining sets will be counted as negative points. +2 bonus cards are always counted as positive points. They are simply added to your final score at 2 points per bonus card. They do not constitute a set on their own. The player with the most points is the winner. So on your turn, you have 2 options. Option 1, draw and place a card in a row with less than 3 cards, not including the row card, and this ends your turn. Or option 2, claim an entire row of cards, including the row card. This ends your turn and ends your participation for the round. When the last row is claimed, the round ends. Return all row cards and then continue play as normal. The game ends at the completion of the round during which the last round card was drawn. Use the scoring card to determine how many points your sets are worth, keeping in mind that only 3 of your sets will be positive points. The other sets will be negative.
And that's how you play Coloretto. I hope you enjoy your first game. Thanks. I'm Mark Blanco.